Hey friends, today we are making spaghetti sauce and meatballs. That's right. So, since I'm making red sauce, I decided to go with red lips. Let's fill in the red lips with my red sauce. This is my Nana spaghetti and meatball recipe. Everyone in my family makes this recipe. This is my great grandma. So my dad's mother was from Sicily. She was Sicilian, and this is her mom's recipe. This recipe is super easy, and there's nothing fancy about it, and I love it. It turns out perfect every time. It's really forgiving, and you don't need a ton of time to make it. It's like 45 minutes. So I don't know if this is a traditional sauce. I mean, it doesn't simmer all day, so I would assume it's not. So if you're Italian, please don't come at me with this is not authentic. This is just the recipe my whole family makes, and we all love it, so I'm sharing it with you guys. So in here I have chopped one small onion with about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. So I'm just letting them cook. They've been cooking for about 2 or 3 minutes on medium-low. So you want to keep it medium-low. You do not want them to burn or brown or anything. We're just looking to soften them up. So no salt and pepper in here yet, just onions. Okay, so stirring them around. They're starting to look good, getting nice and soft. And we are going to make the meatballs right here, and they're gonna cook right in the sauce. It's awesome. Okay, so in here I have a pound of ground beef. This is exactly 1 pound because I get the grass fed that's already prepackaged. If you're getting from the grocery store that is packaged from the deli and it might be a little bit over, like 1.25 pounds or something, that's fine. Like I said, this is super forgiving, so if it's a little bit over, like 1 pound, 1.25 pounds, that's completely fine. They will still be delicious and perfect. So ground beef goes in here. I have 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. These are Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. You can use plain breadcrumbs if you want to, not panko, just standard breadcrumbs. Then I need 2 eggs. Not the shell, just the eggs. And let me wipe my hands here. Got my sugar well in here. We need 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. You're asking why sugar in these meatballs? I don't know, just because. I don't know what the sugar does. I'm assuming it's kind of like salt in baked goods where it brings out the flavors. That's what we're gonna go with. Okay, so, all right, onions are looking good. Not browning, still just getting super soft. And actually, while I have this here, let's do the salt and pepper now. So, just like a light sprinkling, salt, pepper, good for now. All right, let that go. This is all it is for the meatballs. So, ring free, you're mixing these with your hands. Don't try and mix meatballs with a spoon. It's not good. Okay? You gotta get in there, mix it all together. Your hands are the best tool. So, for this recipe, you can obviously make the meatballs whatever size you want. I like to go with smaller meatballs, like golf ball size, I would say. So it just seems like a really good size for the dish. So that's it. Those are mixed together. I shall wash my hand real quick. All right. Now, these are looking good. These, like I said, these have been cooking now for maybe like 6 minutes or so, 6-7 minutes. So they're looking awesome. Now, I'm gonna start to build my sauce. So I always add the garlic at the last second because you definitely don't want to burn garlic. It's not good. If you burn it, maybe toss it out and start over because it's not gonna be a good situation. It's not gonna taste very good. You know my trick with the garlic. I would say about 3 cloves in here for the sauce. I'm gonna do a good, whoa, that exploded. A good tablespoon in here. Okay, never get this done. And then I'm just gonna stir it around. I'm gonna add my sauce. So this recipe is making a big pot of sauce. This will easily feed like 6 to 8 people for sure. All right, it's smelling awesome. 2 29-ounce cans of tomato sauce, the big ones. Or you can either do this, or if the store doesn't have the large size, you can get 4 of the 15-ounce size. It's about the same, so all good. Like I said, it's very forgiving. Do what you want. And I know these are 2 different brands. Don't judge me. Told you we weren't fancy. All right, here we go. Okay, so now we have our sauce in here. Parsley and basil, dried. 1 tablespoon of each. So I just do it right in my hand. If you want to be precise, you can totally grab a little teaspoon or whatever, but about a palmful of each of them is what you want. Okay. That's probably more than a tablespoon. It's okay. And I'm just gonna stir this all so it's nice and combined. This is like perfect fall Sunday meal. Spaghetti and meatballs. One of my favorites. Okay, look at this, like a beautiful red sauce. All right, now what we're going to do, I told you, the meatballs just cook right in the sauce, so we're basically going to form our meatballs. Like I said, I like to do smaller ones. I'll show you guys a few. And these meatballs are not going to be dense and thick. They're like super soft and pillowy, fluffy, like what they're just like really squishy and almost falling apart. They will hold together, so about like that, and you drop it right in. So you're just going to do this with all of your mixture. Once you get all of these meatballs into the sauce, you just want to give it a gentle stir and just kind of push all of them down into the sauce. You don't want them like floating on the top. You want to push them down into the sauce so that they all cook. And then you're just gonna set the timer for 45 minutes and let it go. If you want, you can come back and stir it once or twice just to kind of check on it, but it really doesn't need it. You can honestly just set it and forget it. You want to cook them, keep it on medium low to low, because it's cooking for a while. So that's it. I'm gonna finish making these meatballs. We're gonna cook these up, and in the meantime, I'm going to make some pasta, and when I come back, I'll show you guys how awesome these meatballs are with this sauce. Okay guys, so this has been cooking for 45 minutes covered. You definitely don't want to leave it uncovered because it splatters everywhere. It's gonna make a huge mess. So don't forget that step. So you definitely want to leave it covered. 45 minutes. I stirred it once about halfway through and it's good to go. So I cooked my pasta and let me show you. Ooh, baby. I turned it off a few minutes ago so it wasn't bubbling all over the place, but it smells awesome. I like to do this with angel hair, so you can use, I mean, whatever kind of pasta you want. That's totally up to you. It's all about the sauce. So I just got a little bit of pasta with a tiny bit of sauce here. I'm gonna get one little meatball just to show you guys. So this one looks good. One little guy right on top. A little bit of extra sauce, obviously. When you're making this, you can totally top this with Parmesan cheese if you want to, which I may, but ta-da! I'm gonna show you guys how yummy and delicious this meatball is. It's like super fluffy. You see that? It's smoking. I have to wait a second before I try it. I'll burn myself. But this sauce can also be used if you don't eat meat or if you don't want meat. You can totally just make the sauce up to the step where we've added the meatballs and then just use this as a simple tomato sauce. It's a really clean flavor. It's good. It's really good sauce. I do that sauce over jarred sauce. I don't really buy jarred sauce ever. I just like the flavor of this sauce better. So, and you can control all the extra flavors you want to put in there. So it's just a good base sauce. And also, I cook this on the stove, but my mom usually does this in a slow cooker. So that's a good option too. If you want to kind of throw the meatballs together and put the sauce, everything in the slow cooker, you know, in the morning, just set it on low and leave it all day, then it's like totally ready to go by the time you get home. So it's another cheat if you want. But ooh, baby. I usually cut my pasta. I will not. This time I will twirl it for you guys. Ooh. Aha. It's so good. Super simple tomato sauce. It's fluffy, yummy, super light meatball. It's like the perfect Sunday dinner. Okay. All right, try it. Tell me what you think. I'm about to finish this. Bye, guys.